So you guys know we have been debating who is the worst husband. Now, was it Chris? Was it is it Ikechi? Have there been other husbands throughout the Married at First universe that you guys think are up there with the top 10 husbands? Okay. Now, I was interested and curious about Ikechi's book as y'all were commenting in one of my last videos that he wrote a book. I thought the book was going to come out, but it's already out. And I see some of y'all have lost your minds and have been leaving reviews, which I don't endorse. We not endorsing that over here, okay? But I had to check out the book for myself because I thought, what's it giving? All right. So let's get into it right about now. To my future wife over on Amazon, letters to my best friend, my future everything. It came out in 2018. See, I think he'll come out with a part two based off his experience on this show. I just think it's a money grab at this point because he is not interested in old girl. All right. So when I started writing, it was an exercise of my heart, my mind, my faith. I wanted to improve all three, wanted to open and channel senses I hadn't used. Like my good exercise, it's been. Like any good exercise, it's been. Good Lord. It has stretched me out of my comfort zone, make me think beyond what I know or think I know to see my future. On this journey of self discovery, I endeavor to be more self aware. Where? Self aware, where? Okay. Okay. Revisiting my past to gain clarity for my future. Delving into the faults and insecurities to allow my love for restoration. I encourage you to indulge in the same type of reflections and introspections. I can't even keep a straight face, y'all. By utilizing the self assessment prompts following each piece. Okay. Now, out of 26 reviews, look at this. We got 2 stars. Okay. We're going to look at them reviews now. Because I see y'all in the comments saying, y'all running over here and putting up poor reviews. Now, why y'all going to do this to this Black business? Are we supposed to be about one another supporting Black businesses? Okay. Now, do we got a sample of the book? Let's read a sample. Okay. To my future, hashtag, what was it? Woman Crush Wednesday was a thing back in the day. Okay. Letters to my best friend and future. Written in 2018. Oh, look at a picture of him. He still looks the same. He's still got a hat. He's still gonna have them glasses on, y'all. Okay. Now it says Houston native Ikechi grew up in the heart of Houston. Now, does this represent all the men's in Houston, the men's? Okay. Creative scene, cultivating his talents under some of Houston's most influential musicians. So, what does he do? Poets and artists, a graduate of Texas. He went to Berkeley. All his accolades. He looks good on paper, and people fall for the BS. He was a musician. He's traveled the world. Look out for Brian McKnight, who is also trash. Is that allegedly, or is he really trash? And Shantae Moore. Okay. He took his love of music to the classroom, shaping the minds as a teacher and band director in predominantly underprivileged schools. I hate that. All right. And for over a decade, he has since focused energy on exploring new mediums of art, going on Married at First Sight, stealing people's hearts, ruining dreams. Okay, did he put that? He has sculpted this a series of pieces to promote love, reflection, and introspection. Ikechi does not describe himself as a poet, only a creative who appreciates the written word. Now, when he does talk, it sounds like he's reading from a book or a poet, a poem. A lot of the stuff that he writes about to me, he talks about, it has no like value. He's saying a lot of words, just like in his description, but none of it really makes sense. Okay. Acknowledgments to my godfather. Thank you for the lessons you taught me. Oh, not the parents though. Let's start at the top. Thanksgiving to positive of influencers. I've tried to be like my parents. Okay, thank you for instilling me a river. This font, y'all, I might be getting old. Thank you for the encouragement you've given me to my godfather. Okay, closest friends. Where your friends at? Because we've been seeing the friends, and I don't think none of yours showed up to that Talk About It party. Stream of thoughts. So this is, damn, this is all just stream of thoughts? Oh my God, this is terrible. Grown man, God dream when we meet, mathematics, true intentions. Yeah, what are your true intentions? Agape, dare to understand, the face, no answers. Yeah, you were faced with no answers. Footnotes. What is this? Seconds? Oh my God. Okay. Dedication. She prepped me to my future WCW. Okay. We come to this world helpless and selfish, needing the most tender of care. Nothing that a pair of newly initiated parental neos could prepare for. We crawl, walk, and fall while they watch from a safe distance, letting us get our footing in this brave new world. I hold on to every thought of you as they do baby pictures, keeping all of the. See, I need this to be blown up because y'all know my eyes. I got on glasses and still can't read this. Who chose this font? Okay. You molded me for my future, sculpted me for the likings of another, prepping me like a sous chef in order to be handed over to the execs. Exec? Why did he write the full word? Checking for missteps, gone through rigorous tests to meet your standard. Your quality control molds the way my thoughts roll. I sit here praying for homage to my misplaced steps and misunderstandings, miscommunications, what's all the mismanagement arguments that lead to our finale. Without them, you wouldn't have found your future. I wouldn't have found the future that I have before me. Okay? I apologize for the previous list of dead traits that carried our love to the grave. Like an infant stumbles as he tries to walk, my unused muscles wouldn't stabilize. See, what does this all mean? Couldn't actually love the love you had, and for our ties wouldn't bind. I'll take the blame for stunting our growth, premature paralysis, more like immature synapses, coming up with every immature. This is a lot nothing. Well, it don't mean nothing. I pay homage to your bravery, beg forgiveness for your tear stains. This is terrible, y'all. This is terrible. Grown man to my future wife, or whatever, okay? I'm a grown man. I'm a son. I'm a brother. I'm a future husband. I'm a future father. And I fear that if I don't learn your inner thoughts, I might be missing out on some of the greatest things available to me. I haven't had the pure moments of clarity like these in a while. Pure moments of want, opportunity to be captured in someone else's attention. This is a run-on sentence without the lack of intention, holding on to your suspenseful weight, integrity. This is terrible. Okay, this is terrible. On our journey of self-discovery, I endeavor to be more self-aware, revisiting my past to gain clarity for my future, delving into my faults and insecurities to allow for restoration. You said that already. I encourage you to indulge in the same type of reflection. So is he writing this book hoping that his future wife is reading it? Okay. In this piece, there is an emphasis on the desire to learn your partner. There is a request for openness, coupled with the promise of it landing in a safe space. For your first practicum, explore your desires, wants, dislikes, and fears to create your response to this line. Share your thoughts and teach me what no one knows. Okay. You know, I thought Kevin Samuels died, but I feel like his legacy lingers on, and people just feel like we gonna carry it on. Okay, because this all that I read was a lot of long run-on sentences that really made no sense to me. Okay, so let's look at some of these reviews. All right, 2 stars. Never buy. There is no way I would pay for this book. I wouldn't want it for free. Okay, so this one came out before the show. Letters to My Future Husband. Jasmine Nicole. Okay. I like the transparency that Ikechi reveals in this book. I appreciate the opportunity he creates for the reader to stretch themselves and other personal on their own personal vulnerability. I've enjoyed reading this just as much as I've enjoyed writing to my man crush Monday. Okay, he needs to hit her up because she's on his path. Okay, 1-star trash, and this was done a couple days ago. Absolutely awful. Don't even waste your time reading this trash. Comes off insecure and aggressive. To me, it was very empty. A lot of words on paper, but a lot of it didn't make any sense. There's no like foundation there. It's just him saying a lot of things. And next one, a waste. Poorly written book. Will not recommend. Tomato. Shameful. You need a therapist. Not me, though. Better yet, you need Jesus. Terrible book. Self-important nonsense. It was a lot of nonsense. Okay. I think what Ikechi, he needs to just work on being real with himself, going into therapy, trying to figure out what really is going on with him and why he hasn't had successful relationships. I think all the people on this show could use therapy. Okay. But the way he acts over and over is like, I'm up here, you're down here. All these words just conflate. And I think there are a lot of men out there who say these things, have all the words, the language, the dialogue, and some women just like, oh, where have you been my whole life? Those words, I've been missing them. This is what I needed. But in reality, he's wasting your time. Now, after him being on the show, a lot of these reviews are still 1-star, shameful, terrible, nonsense. Run. It's a no. If you write a book to be sure to practice what you preach. Witness this man treats a woman terribly. Poor communication. Disrespect. Demonic. I don't know about demonic now. This guy knows nothing about love. He doesn't want to commit. He only wants to date young women. Yeah. And it goes on. Little Ike. Waste of money. Where the good reviews at, y'all? Where the good reviews? But you got to be careful dating men who have no substance. Okay. The fact that I want to know how many times he's trying to be on this show. We know he was in Houston, but what other, okay, here go one from Canada, 2020. Nice to see I'm not the only one that feels this way. No picture. Okay. Red pill, blue pill. Which one are you? Okay. But, there's a lot of women who get caught up with men like this, who lack substance, who really have no foundation. Okay. And you spend your time looking for somebody and you think, okay, this is the one. I found him. He says all the right things. He looks good on paper. But like I've said, what is beyond the paper? Okay. What is beyond the paper? Now, let me know when it comes to the worst husbands. Okay. Who are they? Who are the worst husbands? Let's look at some of them. All right, looking over here on Reddit. Okay. Worst husbands in Married at First Sight history. Michael. Now, I think they might be referring to Michael in that one season that I didn't watch where he was trying to get his yoga studio up. Chris, we said Chris. Zach. Yeah. Zach started off with, Michaela, and then was sleeping his way around the city. He was with that other girl and was cheating on her too. I think that might be the first season we've actually seen some crossover between couples. So as much as I think that it's going to happen a little bit this season, I forgot that happened that season, but it was post. So I guess does it really count that it happened afterward? Ryan Danino, he was it season 2 or 3? She had to get a restraining order against him. I think that actually might have been Chicago also. Were they in Chicago in that season? Ryan Buckley, I don't remember him. Luke, was he the one who kicked down that girl door? Right? Was he an alcoholic allegedly? Nick P. Now Ryan, let's see. You're gonna say Ryan for threatening him. Okay. His bride and her family and her to get a restraining order. So that was him. Coming in at a close second, we have Chris. So this was 3 years ago, y'all. So it's been some new men since this came out. Chris at a close second. Now that we have Ikechi, is Chris in the background at number 2 and Ikechi is number 1? Let me know in the comments let's rank them. Okay, who do y'all rank as the worst husbands? Okay, but I just wanted to go in here for a quick second and talk about Ikechi and his book and these husbands. Do you feel like Lifetime has an archetype of the type of men that they choose? Is it also the fact that men who have shit to lose, who have established careers, families, lives, would they ever even go on this type of show? And that's why we end up with the caliber of men that we do, because the ones who are really out there, who really want us, if you believe that Black men still want us, they got shit to lose. So they not about to lose their businesses to these type of TV shows. But this book, y'all, okay, it sounds just like the way he talks, full of nothing. A lot of words, and I've said so many times, you say this stuff, but what does it really mean? What are you really saying? Because I'm not feeling it. Okay? But of course, I want to know you guys' thoughts when it comes to the worst husbands, when it comes to this book. What do you guys think? Ugh. Have y'all stopped watching? Are y'all just watching my reviews? And I will see you in the next video. Make sure you hit that like, you subscribe, send me some super chats, buy me a coffee, buy me a tea, and we can, of course, get into it. Work on your trauma. Don't be in a polyamorous relationship with your trauma, okay? Because it's going to come get you. It's going to be at the forefront of your relationship. You're going to be over here. Your partner going to be over here. And what is really running your relationship? The hurt, the pain, the trauma, the things you have not really dealt with will always come to surface. Ask yourself, when I become triggered, when I become bothered in my relationship, is it a reality that this person is doing something to hurt me, bother me, or is it my trauma seeping through and coming to the forefront of my relationship? Because sometimes people react based off being triggered, based off of their trauma, and they project that onto their partner. That's really not the partner. It's really your trauma, baby girl, that you have not dealt with. All right. But I will see y'all in the next video. Let me know your thoughts, because of course, we're going to get into it. Bye.